Good morning. Today is Monday, March 22nd, and it is a Green Cohort Day. The math team recently competed in the National Math Con competition, and 4 SJA students placed in the top 10% of their grade level. These 4 students have been invited to join the virtual MathCon finals this year on May 1st. Congratulations to Ben Carpenter, who scored in the top 1% nationally for all 10th graders, Emma Keenan, Nathan Shen, and Luke Youngju, who scored in the top 5% nationally for all 12th graders. Great job, math team. And happy birthday today to Lane Lawton, Audrey Royer, Stephanie Chappell, and Cody Van Dyne. Have a great day.
Good morning, St. Johnsbury Academy. Happy Monday. We have a full slate of folks today and announcements today. But I first want to start with announcing our CTE Outstanding Students of the third quarter, March 2021. Isaac Mizell in Automotive Technology with Mr. Bourgeois. Gavin Dufour, again in Automotive Technology 2 with Brett Bourgeois. Jack Lawson, Intro to Automotive Technology with Mr. Mitchell. Taylor Tetro in Welding with Mr. Mitchell. Tanner Bridges, Work-Based Learning with Mr. Carr. Haley Buick, Fine Woodworking with Mr. Stark. Connor Turner in Electricity 1 with Mr. Roberts, and Gavin Bedell in Electricity 2 with Mr. Roberts. Elizabeth Coyle, Human and Professional Services with Ms. McGarvin. Marin McQueen, Foundation in Culinary Arts with Chef Bystricki. Marin Nitsch, Foundation in Culinary Arts with Chef Andre and Ms. Libby. Carissa Brittain, or Britton, sorry. I don't know if it's Brittain or Britton, you can tell me later. Culinary 1 with Chef Bystricki. Kobe Soul Cruz, Culinary 2 with Chef Andre and Ms. Libby. Corbin Bedell, Intro to Construction with Mr. Bugby. Christian Aldrich, Construction Technology with Mr. Bugby. Carson Eames, Career Exploration with Ms. Kendall. Christian Weed, Finance with Ms. Kendall. And Ella Sepatelli, Sales and Marketing with Mr. Kirk. Congratulations, all of you. So I have an announcement of a national medal that was won in the Scholastic Art and Writing competition. We mentioned Lily Barth last time I was up here, but I want to announce Kay Connor, who won a gold key for one of her black and white analog photographs titled Anxiety. The piece will be part of a national virtual awards ceremony held on June 9th. Congratulations to Kay and to the photography program. The Scholastic Art Awards are very competitive, and it's a huge honor for Kay and for all of her instructors who work to help students to find their unique visual voice to get to this national level. We're proud of you, Kay and Lily. Congratulations. So we have another of our public speakers this morning, and we have a special tribute after that. But first, I wanted to share that later today, I'm going to be writing to our students and families from Asia and the Asian diaspora. And I want also to speak to our Asian American students and families who have no doubt been shocked and alarmed by the killings of 8 people in Atlanta last week, 6 of whom were Asian women. There's been a marked increase in attacks on people of Asian descent in the last year since the COVID crisis hit. Part of that has been due to the hateful rhetoric of some leaders and their specious claims about the virus originating in China. Specious means false. Rhetoric incited violence at the Capitol in January. Rhetoric has incited violence since the time of Julius Caesar. Words matter. Language matters. We abhor and denounce with our whole hearts the attack on and murder of Asian women and the many attacks on Asian Americans that have been motivated by hate and ignorance. We know that we have so many students we cherish, some of whom we miss, all of whom we want to have feel safe on this campus, who might need to hear this said clearly and forcefully. You belong in our community. You more than belong in our community. You are our community, treasured and essential. And we will not tolerate any actions or words that make you feel that that might not be true. Just as we won't tolerate disrespect or hate in any form directed at our community. But we're so conscious of how you might feel right now, given the climate of the attack in Georgia. And this morning we want to pledge to be a place where all will learn the lessons that will combat ignorance and all of the other forces that motivate such violence. And we want to offer you our support and our love. So please go out of your way today to be kind with one another. Now, I'm honored to introduce Walker Jenkins, who is our next public speaking student, and he will be speaking about setting goals. Walker, welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Howell. As Carol Shelby would say, like my cars, I'll make this one fast. As graduation sets around the corner, seniors must start to think about what they want to do, or already have started what they want to do. And as juniors move on to seniors and sophomores move on to juniors and so on and so forth, we all must think about what we want to do. These are our prime years about what we want to think about what we want to do with our lives. And a lot of people think it's college, but that's building the first floor of what you want to do. That's the start. This is the foundation. This is where we concrete what we want to do and know exactly in our hearts what we want to do. A wise man once said, if you have a dream that you genuinely think is good, don't let some idiot come along and talk you out of it. That man was Stanley Martin Lieber, also known as Stanley, the comic book writer. And he had that same experience along his journey of comic book writing over the years. He would tell people that he was a comic book writer. And a lot of people said, don't waste your talents on children's literature. But he never let that stop him. He knew he was entertaining people, and so he kept going. And that's really what I'm here about today. People come along and tell you to stop and do that, do this, that, and the other, but it's your dream. No one says stop except for you. It's the person in the mirror that says to give up or lose in your dreams. It's not your mother, it's not your father, it's not anyone. It's you, the man in the mirror, or as Michael Jackson would say. And another person said, I don't know who said this, but I said it because they said it. If your dreams don't scare you, then they're not big enough. And that's what my dreams do. I dream of becoming an actor one day, and every day that scares me to no end because it's so broad and you could fail. But that's the beauty of it. It invites challenge. It makes you work harder for that dream. And a lot of people go through life wanting to get higher, but they don't work for it. And if they are given that, they don't appreciate it. Now, to close off my speech, I leave you with the words of Stanley himself. He said excelsior, which is Latin for ever upward, but he said it as upwards and onwards to greater glory. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Walker. I think you should all be particularly impressed with Walker this morning because, as many of us do, he did not write his speech. He did it from notes, and that is very difficult. It requires a lot of presence of mind, and your message was wonderful. Thank you so much, Walker. So I am delighted for our final event today to invite Mr. Lenzini to the stage to offer a tribute to two of our athletes. Mr. Lenzini.
Good morning and happy Monday. It's very fitting that we have a few senior advisories to join us here this morning. We're here to celebrate two seniors, the seniors behind me, Tommy Zhao and Maggie Anderson. For those of you who may not know much about alpine racing, the skiers will, in the discipline for the day, they will run 2 runs typically. This was true last week on Monday. Our alpine racers ran slalom. And on Wednesday, they ran GS. And both races were state championship races with about 70 racers from across the state. It's very rare to have someone over the years win several championships. Tommy has done that. He has won both NVACs and is now a state champion again. But it's even rarer to find that 2 racers from the same team win championships on the same day. We have to do a bit of research, but Maggie's GS win and Tommy's GS win on the same day is not something that we can recall in recent years, and we think that maybe it's been a couple of decades since that's happened. So while we don't have hardware to present to the school today, I wanted to bring Tommy and Maggie up here as the snow is quickly melting and it's still winter season. We've just recently completed it. We wanted to celebrate these 2 athletes, and as state champions, we want them to go and ring the Colby Bell. So we're gonna end chapel by doing that, but first, let's congratulate Tommy and Maggie. Have a great day.
All right, everyone, listen for the Colby Bell and have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow.